accurate local forecast with meteorologist Jackson Chastain starts now.
All right, Jackson. Well, things are getting pretty hot out there. Have we hit 90 yet?
Not in Harrisburg, but in other places we absolutely have, which by noontime generally tells you it's going to be a pretty hot day outside. Now, yesterday we hit 88 degrees, pretty much where we should be for this time of year, a very typical summer day. And as we get into the afternoon today, it's going to be much warmer than that, mid to upper 90s by the time we reach the point of peak heating, about 4 p.m., under the umbrella of a higher pressure that has just been lingering all throughout the week, and that is exactly why we're seeing the temperatures that we are now. Thankfully, we do have some action off to the west that will move on in over the coming days and help us cool down just a little bit. In fact, we'll be cooling down as soon as Saturday, but for today, kind of a scorcher out there, and it's not helped by the fact that dew points are just absolutely gross right now. I mean, we're sitting in the mid to upper 70s, and we're not seeing any kind of change through the rest of the day. What that does mean is that the heat and the humidity gives us all the ingredients necessary for pop-up showers and thunderstorms. That will be a staple for your afternoon and evening, so just something to be mindful of. I would say especially around 6 p.m., you could see coverage increase slightly, but in general, it's going to be one of those things. Keep the rain gear on hand, keep the radar app on hand. You know the drill, and you'll be able to stay dry. Beyond that, Saturday itself also featuring that chance for storms, as will Sunday. In fact, maybe early Sunday around midnight, we might see a bit of a line move through. But all in all, not anything that's going to be super impactful. Just typical summer thunderstorms. If you're thinking about going to the York Fair, the good news is these are not all-day rain chances. In fact, in the mornings, these might be the times to do it because these are rain chances that mainly confine themselves to the latter half of the day. Now, beyond that, the humidity, unfortunately, not really going away. In fact, we're going to stay well into the 70s through much of next week. That does mean you're going to continue to deal with that chance for thunderstorms, especially in the afternoon and evening. Now, there are some clear days, especially Wednesday of next week, but Thursday, Friday, finally get some clearing heading into next weekend. And so you'll notice a lot of rain chances. Also, temperatures remain relatively stable, so not being terribly hot beyond today. In fact, I would like to point out in our extended outlook that we get down into the low 80s heading into the very latter part of the next week. So there are some things to look forward to. We just kind of got to get to this coming Friday, James. That's when a cold front pushes through and gets us into the low 80s.
So the extreme heat doesn't last too long.
It doesn't. And I wouldn't even say these next few days are extreme. It's just this one day today. Mid to upper 90s, and then we're back to normal.
Right. All right. Well, we can get through it today.
It'll be okay.
That's right. Thank you, Jackson.